Hello everyone. It's 10:49 p.m. I'm not sure if it's still raining or not, but excuse me. So, I got a shower and I'm not sure if I brushed my teeth this morning, but I did last night. But I drank the clay earlier today. So, I don't even know. It seems like my nails are so long. I don't usually let them get this long. And I've been procrastinating with trimming my nails. But hopefully tomorrow I can trim my fingernails and toenails. So, um, the color of the soles on one of my feet, on my left foot, earlier it was like a bluish purple, but it wasn't even cold. My foot didn't feel cold, but it was like a bluish purple color. And now it's kind of back to having some pink and yellow. I mean, I'm talking about the bottom and the soles of my feet. So when I took my shower earlier, it seems kind of like as if the perps, it's like for a quick, brief moment, um, my organs seemed like they squeezed mildly for a brief moment when I, try to take my shower. But the last time or two or something, they didn't squeeze my organs. So so I had the last of the leftover um mush, pasta mush, and and so I didn't do it yet. I need to take out and thaw some the chicken. It was like boneless chicken thighs is what it was. But that Walmart location did not have turkey cutlets. So, so I was disappointed because I love the turkey cutlets. But, so, yeah, I don't know if I might have to cook everything separately, like cook the rice separately from cook the rice separately from the chicken and just warm the peas on top. But like growing up in a foster home, we always had a diet of um like mainly for dinner. It was like the fake foster family, they used to buy like the same groceries. I don't remember if it was every week or every 2 weeks or something like that they used to go grocery shopping. And so it's like always like when the foster dad Al was alive, he was a damn good cook. And we had lots of different things, but the man promised us a bundt cake and said, "Before I die, I will make y'all a bundt cake." Well, the man died Now he knew in advance he was going to die, because why he told us that when we were so young. I think I was 8 years old when he told me that. So then, he kept making false promises. And I don't know if the foster dad Al was a narcissistic abuser, because I guess I was too young to to think like that. But the foster mom, Adrian Felder, who they call Ann, she was always mean. So, but Al used to have his moments where he wanted to be very affectionate, and I didn't feel comfortable. I never liked him to kiss me or hug me or nothing. But I never liked really anybody to kiss me, and I still don't like nobody to kiss me. I don't like nobody to get close to me or put their hands on me or touch me or nothing. But if I'm feeling comfortable enough, I'll be, affectionate. If I feel comfortable with a person, I will feel affectionate or, hug somebody. But I went through a stage during my childhood when I used to always want to hug people or shake hands. And the narcissistic adults in my life used to tell me that that's very inappropriate or unacceptable behavior or whatever. But anyway, I don't want to get off topic. So, but anyway, so yeah, um, the foster dad Al, he used to whip us a lot. See, he used to whip my twin sister too, but my twin sister, I think she's still afraid about the idea that, he would come and haunt her or whatever, because she was afraid of him after he died, and I was afraid of the foster grandma Mildred Collins and scared of the dark after she died. So, but I used to be afraid of the dark when I was a little kid, but then I got a certain age and I wasn't scared of the dark anymore, but my twin sister was still scared of the dark. But, when the foster grandma Mildred Collins died, I was scared of the dark for over like a year and a half. A year or a year and a half after that, after her death. And, I used to have lots of nightmares about her after she died, because she looked traumatizing in the casket. So, so, so then, excuse me. So then, for many years, I have not really been scared of the dark. But in 2007, living in Denton, Texas, had the stage where I was constantly afraid of snakes and afraid of dogs. And I'm still afraid of big dogs. So, and here they have a lot of loose dogs. Like you saw the loose dogs in one of our videos earlier today, but they weren't really much of a threat because they were little puppies, so I gave them a pass. But if they were big dogs, well, I ran out of my rubbing alcohol, but I don't know what would have happened if a dog run up on me and try to bite me, and if I got to use my alcohol as self-defense because I don't have pepper spray or mace or whatever. But I'm not going to sit there and let a dog try to come up on me and attack me or whatever, and these fake bastards with these loose dogs around here. It's a doggone thing in Texas. So anyway, so yeah, I haven't really been afraid of the dark until like when I heard about that Travis Scott situation, like a year and a half ago, almost a year and a half ago. I was afraid of the dark for like up until like I think I was afraid of the dark until I moved away from that Gulf breeze after a nice while after they workplace mobbed me off the job, and then once I went back to mainland Pensacola, um, you know, in that motel, then I guess I started to be back to normal and even forgot that I was even afraid of the dark. But and I even had a nightmare one time that I was there and experiencing that Travis Scott situation. But anyway, so so yeah, back then like the foster dad Al, he made like a variety of dishes. He used to have like the Project Spaghetti. Like I wrote a fiction short story about the Project Spaghetti, and I wonder, but I don't have government cheese. The most I could do is like Velveeta or a mixture of Velveeta and some other cheeses or something. I don't know, but um, they don't have like the government cheese. So how else could I do the if I were to make a Project Spaghetti recipe? So so fuck these fake ass online perps who pretend to fake like they have a problem with everything I do and say, like, but they're stalking everything I do, and yet act like trying to control people and act like they have a problem with everything I do, but you've been stalking me for years because you're getting paid. So your opinion is not important, and you go fry in hell with your master Satan. So I talk about what I want on my channel. I have authority. This is my channel. I have authority. This is my channel. See, they trying to freeze. They keep freezing my phone. So so the foster dad Al, like, you know, I kind of don't remember everything he used to cook, but he used to work hard. He was a hard working man, but he used to smoke weed and drink alcohol and cigarettes. I mean, he used to smoke cigarettes and weed and drink alcohol. I don't know, like the biological gay brother Mark tried to. I guess he told the biological mom Francis. The biological mom Francis confronted us, saying that the foster dad Al used to grow weed on top of the house secretly or whatever. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't know anything about that, but I do remember the foster dad Al. He used to um like take these handmade looking cigarettes and like roll them up. Like it's a small, skinny, small cigarette that he used to like put the tobacco or whatever. And I didn't know if that, I was too young. I didn't know if that was cigarettes or weed. But but I don't remember it smelling like weed. But but the foster dad Al, Mark used to cook a lot too. But Mark was still a kid. I didn't even realize I was 4 years old and he was 13. And I remember being about 3 or 4 years old. And I think that was about the best red velvet pound cake I ever had in my life. I don't know how he did it, but I think I remember Mark made that cake. But as I grew up, Mark's cooking was so, you know. But so I mean, and I don't even remember being too crazy over my twin sister's cooking either. But she likes to flaunt off cooking, and y'all praise her. But and y'all first thing y'all gonna be like, well, at least Brandy doesn't mess up recipes. Well, just like driving, she you know been having a car all this time, or she hasn't been homeless for a long time like me. But y'all just manipulate and hate everything I do. So so then like I remember, I think the foster dad Al used to bake cake and on Sunday or whatever, um, or Mark used to cook with him or something. And Stank John from the Masonic Smelly Craft family, he used to just sit there and watch Al cook, and then want to take the brownie points for doggone. No, you ain't cooked. You just sat there and watched them. Stanky motherfucker. You just sat there and doggone watched them. Talking about some, I helped Al raise y'all. What, by watching him change y'all diaper or some shit like that? You didn't help Al. You never did a doggone thing for me. Ever. None of y'all Kraft family members did shit for me. I mean, Stank Horlanika's dad, Mr. Linwood, he this motherfucker one time gave me and my twin, he tried to say for our birthday, he just give you a quarter and then say you and Brand, y'all go split it. But that's the type of psychological game, because they act like they want to be prejudiced, so-called mentally slow people. But Mr. Lynn was mentally off, slow, and retarded his damn self. You know, had a weird ass speech impediment. So, but Miss Ollie from the Masonic Smelly Crab family, one time she gave me 75 cents and said for me and my twin sister to go split it. But they didn't care about us. I mean, as I said, like y'all knew me all my life. I mean, the foster mom used to have Miss Ollie babysit us when we were. The earliest I can remember is 4 years old, before kindergarten, or maybe something like that. You know, I mean, she used to babysit us after school or after nursery, daycare, whatever. And then excuse me. So yeah. But anyway, so what I was trying to get at was, I think I remember having a variety of dishes growing up with the foster dad Al. I mean, he used to fry fish, and I think it was when we were little kids. I think it was Mark that used to cook the pancakes on Sunday morning, and I remember being 6 years old, and I used to get a lot of syrup. I used to get a lot of syrup on my legs, and the syrup used to be sticky, and they didn't really clean it off, but I suffered with the sticky sticky stuff on my legs. But so yeah, I remember the foster dad Al, with the fried fish, or because I remember being like, I don't remember how old I was, but I was just very little. Excuse me. And I used to put, and me and my twin sister, I think we used to do that, like put a whole bunch of ketchup on mashed potatoes, and the ketchup on the mashed potatoes used to we used to be fascinated that the we used to put so much ketchup in the mashed potatoes. I don't remember the mashed potatoes used to turn pink or red or something like that. And we used to be fascinated by it. But we put so much ketchup and then we used to waste the food and didn't want to eat it. Like I think the foster dad Al used to have like mashed potatoes and fish and I don't remember what else. But yeah, like so after the foster dad Al died, the foster mom allowed her son, the foster brother Joe, woman and child beater Joe, um, excuse me. So Joe, his Filipino wife Melinda, she pretty much changed everything. The foster mom allowed Melinda to control our meals. I used to call her Beetlejuice Melinda because I used to think that around the mouth area and her eyes, that she had big bubbly eyes that used to bulge out, and she used to do her teeth like this, something like that. And we were 7 years old, and my twin sister said, um, she told Melinda, "You pretty, but your teeth gotta go." But she should have got slapped for that. So Joe used to physically abuse and beat on Melinda. I mean, I talked about the abuse he did to us and everything. But like Melinda, she used to sometimes cook her Filipino dishes. And I don't know if it's Filipino culture, but they used to worship rice like it's God. And you know, and like when the foster dad Al was alive, he used to make like spaghetti and meatballs. But the only time he would make spaghetti and meat sauce was with the project spaghetti, with the cheese and everything, the government commodity cheese. So so Melinda. Oh, and I think the foster sister April used to make spaghetti and meatballs, and April was a damn good cook. But Stank John from the Masonic Smelly Crab family across the street, John Crab, you know, he he used to try to say that the foster sister Shelley couldn't cook. And then he wanted us to take the brownie points. So my Shelley couldn't cook. I taught Shelley how to cook. See, you narcissistic right there. What, you taught Shelley how to cook just by watching? I mean, Shelley had some good food. Like, when we could have been 8, 9, 10, or 10 years old, but Shelley had some good ass. That's the first time I ever heard of the word casserole. She made some kind of seafood and pasta casserole. But I think it had some crab and shrimp in it. And she used to make some stuffed melatonin, like not exactly green bell pepper, but Mirliton in New Orleans, and it would be like stuffed with seafood and maybe ground beef or whatever. Oh man, so good. But and one time, you know how they have jambalaya? Well, Shelley introduced us to pastalaya. So like pasta jambalaya. So but I don't remember Shelley food being nasty, but the foster grandma Mildred Collins was a damn good cook. The foster dad Al was a damn good cook. The foster sister April was a damn good cook. Shelley was good, but not like April. And Dana the foster mom's sister Dana was a damn good cook. Mickey sometimes, I guess, could cook good, but and the foster mom Adrian Felder could not cook to save her fucking life. Al had to play the wife and the husband because Al, you know, he worked hard. Well, the foster mom Ann used to work like as a secretary, and she blamed us, our so-called bad behavior at school. That she blamed us, saying, well, she mainly blamed my twin sister, saying it's my twin sister's fault. That, oh, it's your fault. You know, she tried to make like as if my twin sister supposedly behaved so badly in school that oh, you behaved so bad in school that I had to quit my secretary job. I had to take an early retirement, you know. But our so-called bad behavior in school was us trying to defend ourselves against, you know, kids bullying us or whatever. So anyway, but I was 8 years old in the third grade. The foster mom, for a brief moment, pretended to. This was before Al died, but she pretended to fake like she wanted to teach us how to cook, or have this fake system with her fake morality, this fake system where she wanted to excuse me. Sorry, this fake system where she wanted to allow us one day out of the week to cook our favorite dish. But one fond, good memory that I miss, you know, the one time she pretended to be fake nice and teach us how to make some butterscotch chip cookies. I don't even know if it's easy to find butterscotch chip cookies. So, you know, that's one small good memory of foster care, but nearly everything that was supposed to be great was bad. So anyway, but Melinda, the Filipino wife of the foster brother Joe, the first wife, Melinda was, you know, cooking us lots of dishes with rice, or, you know, Filipino food. Her favorite thing was chicken afritada or whatever. But she used to cook what we thought was just egg rolls, or homemade egg rolls. And I did not realize until the past couple of years, that those egg rolls was, I guess, called lumpia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Lumpia, or is it lumpia? The Filipino egg rolls or whatever. Those were really good. She used to deep fry them or whatever. She used to have them homemade. But we never knew about garlic bread. She introduced us to garlic bread and made it a must-have to have garlic bread with spaghetti and meat sauce. I don't remember her making meatballs, but she used to have spaghetti and meat sauce. And she was a good cook. But she was the one who introduced us to the rice cooker. And so Melinda pretty much, you know, after the foster dad Al died, she pretty much changed the game up in that house. Even though she lived with us for, I don't remember how long, but it wasn't for, like, it was a couple of years or so, not that long. And I mean, we eyewitnessed Joe physically abusing and beating on her. Well, more like ear witness. I mean, there was a point in time he was physically abusing and beating on her every morning. Every, like, 5 o'clock in the damn morning. If they ain't played wrestling or play fighting, he's physically abusing and beating on her. Like, almost every doggone day. But I mean, and I know that she probably would have treated us nice, but they put stuff in her head to have a certain opinion about us. So she treated us mean because of they put stuff in her head, the foster family. So so but I don't remember Melinda making us any desserts or anything like that. But she used to fix fried eggplant for herself. And she was the one who wanted to have us to have like rice, peas, and pork chop, or rice, chicken, and corn, or some ramen noodles. She was the one who started that up. And then, like, after some year, even long after she was gone, the foster family had us like living off of like rice, corn, and pork chop, or rice, chicken, and peas, and or ramen noodles, or have like malto meal cereal for breakfast, or we'd be lucky if we get oatmeal or pancakes. And they used to have that nasty ass fucking King Vitamin cereal that nobody ate. Nobody liked that shit. I hated that doggone King Vitamin cereal. So and nobody liked to eat Oriental flavor noodles, but the foster mom tried to force us to eat that shit. Nobody eats fucking nasty ass Oriental flavor noodles. So, like, they used to, like, when the foster stepdad, I hate that man. I hated that man so much I don't even like to say his doggone name. Like, just wipe the crusted out. They call Mr. Terry. Mr. Terry. So, the foster stepdad, for a few years, he would buy like the same doggone groceries like ritualistically, like every doggone Sunday, or every 2 Sundays. I don't remember. I think it was every week. So he would buy the same shit. Like, he would buy like a gallon of milk. I don't remember. Maybe the malto meal cereal, lunch meat, bread. We'd be lucky if we get cheese. And he would every once in a while like make spaghetti and meat sauce. Never meatballs, but just meat sauce. And when he would make the spaghetti and meat sauce, and he would make it extremely greasy somehow. And he used to make it very sweet. He used to put sugar in everything. And then the foster mom started lecturing me, talking about, keep eating all that sugar, you hear? Well, we get the sugar from him, because he would put sugar in every doggone thing. He would put sugar in corn, and, well, we used to do that before he came, but we used to like the corn and rice with the sugar, or the peas and rice with the sugar. Like, so if we had corn and rice or peas and rice with the Tony's sachet seasoning, because we're from New Orleans, so we would cook with that a lot. The Tony seasoning and and some sugar and butter. We used to like to eat it, but they like the margarine. They forced us to eat margarine. And the foster stepdad, what he did was he threatened us and said that, they used to force us to eat 54-cent margarine from fake Walmart. And they used to have the real butter and all the good food and all that for themselves. And they used to They used to force us to peel shrimp just for them to eat it. And the fake foster family, they even did that to me. Even I was in my 20s. It was 2006 after Hurricane Katrina. They were still doing that to me, force you to peel shrimp, and then severely punish you if you ask, can you have some too? But I'm sitting here peeling the shrimp all by myself, but get punished for asking if I can have some shrimp too. I got no compensation, for peeling shrimp when they want to use you for favors. So so you know, so the foster stepdad used to put like so much rum in a big huge pot of spaghetti and meat sauce. And at one point, the foster mom used to have us this weird routine. Like, they say it's a New Orleans tradition to have red beans and rice on Monday. I hated that weird thing. So the foster mom used to do like red beans and rice on Monday, then white beans and rice on Tuesday, then I think spaghetti on Wednesday, and then Thursday like pork and beans, and then Friday fried fish, on Friday. And then I don't remember else on Saturday or Sunday. But for a brief moment, the foster mom was doing that. But like for Thanksgiving, the foster stepdad, like he used to put like lots of sugar and got us addicted to and now it's like I don't want to eat spaghetti and meat sauce any other way. Now I like to have my spaghetti and meat sauce sweet. Not too sweet, but like he would have like sweet spaghetti and meat sauce. He would have if he made potato salad, he put a lot of sugar in it. It had to be sweet. Now I used to hate potato salad, but it made me fall in love with potato salad. I think if he made tuna, he wanted to put sugar in it. For Thanksgiving, if he wanted stuffing, the cornbread stuffing for Thanksgiving, he put lots of sugar in it. It had to be sweet. So I just I guess he's the cause of us being like addicted to sugar and liking sweet stuff. But yeah, he used to put sugar in every doggone thing. But I heard stories about like one time Mark, the biological brother Mark, he put sugar in cabbage. Excuse me. But Miss Jennifer from the fake cult Bible class, I heard she used to put sugar in the red beans and rice. So yeah. But so yeah. But it didn't do any help because the psychiatric medication that they put us on used to have us addicted to all the bad foods, and eating like a hog. But now I eat, I guess, normal portions of food and I get full now. But y'all call me fat and greedy and force. I mean, y'all desire to force me to get back to psychiatrists, take toxic medications. But I would be greedy to the point of death if I was taking those psych medications. I really would have no self-control. You know, I really would be greedy for real. Excuse me. So, but I don't know why for the past week I've been like constantly hungry. So like this morning I had what did I have this morning? I had the brownies and the last of milk. And then for lunch I had, from the 7-Eleven, I had the 2 for $2.50 burritos and some chips and drink. And then for dinner I had the last of the pasta mush with the beef stew meat. Plus I was still hungry from that, pasta with beef stew meat. I was still hungry. So that and the farina made me just not full. But so I mean, after I ate the last of the beef stew pasta mush, I didn't care. I was hungry. Like, so I followed up with a bowl of farina. So tomorrow I guess I'll have some oatmeal for breakfast. And I still haven't done it yet, but I promise I will after I get off the when I get off the video. I have to thaw out. I have to thaw out the chicken. So the only seasonings I have at the moment is the only seasonings I have at the moment is the Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, the Worcestershire sauce, and Himalayan pink salt. And I guess honey doesn't count. I have honey and sugar. But I don't have any like barbecue sauce. I don't have any barbecue sauce or any marinades or any, well, other than the Worcestershire sauce. But yeah, that's all I have. And I did say sugar. Yeah, sugar, honey. And I have butter and coconut oil. And I have a little bit of that junk vegetable oil. I was actually using the junk vegetable oil to try to, trap and kill gnats. So and because of the thing with the gnats, I've been ending up having to use lots of rubbing alcohol because of the gnats and flies and stuff. But other than that, being up in here, my OCD would have been kept to a minimum. But because of the flies and gnats and everything, I'm sitting here freaking out and spraying and everything, trying to kill them. but my OCD been kind of bad up in here. But when I would be in a hotel room, I mean, I think it's the gnats is the reason why I've been having to spray so much with the alcohol, because but nobody in here got to worry about it except me, you know. But but I've been mainly using it to kill the gnats, or try to, in addition to, the junk apple cider vinegar and the junk vegetable oil. It catches some flies and gnats, but not all of them. But but sometimes I might clean up a little bit with it too. But if I go outside or leave the house and then come back inside, I spray my feet and shoes. Or if I gotta be out in public, I have it. I have it, But other than that, I probably wouldn't. I probably would. It would probably be like very minimal for me to use the alcohol or have the OCD, But if it weren't for the flies and gnats, I would very seldom have to use the alcohol, and then I would mainly use it like anytime I have to leave the house and have to deal with the public, because the public is dirty and people are dirty. So so but I've been cleaning up little by little. I've been trying to keep the place. It's not 100% perfectly clean and organized, but I've been trying to keep things out of the way and trying to organize and clean. Excuse me. And so I need to mop the floor. I've been procrastinating with that too, So one thing I wanted to say was that Star Bricker, when she falsely reported all my ebooks on Amazon and successfully got some of, at least 3 or 4 of them, taken down or blocked. And so then, I was able to appeal all of them except the COVID-19. And it's like that ebook was up for a good month or two. And she manually falsely reported that COVID-19 ebook and had it wrongfully blocked. Because she attacks anybody speaking the truth. And pretends that she delusionally believes that she's this freaking smartest person to ever live. While she's the one who's brainwashed. So then on the TI Watch website, I caught her lying and saying that I'm the one who got my ebook blocked on my own. That, oh, you did that. But so it's like they brag and laugh and say, well, let's get her banned from such and such place, or oh, she's lucky I don't call up such and such place and get her banned. But then once it happens, they'll play innocent and lie and say that they had nothing to do with it and that I got myself banned or kicked out or this or that or whatever. While they're stalking me and ruining me and trying to destroy me. But I mean, I wish the tables would turn if they were homeless, struggling on the streets and couldn't get a job. I mean, what if God would have supernaturally punished them? where the gang stalkers were the ones suffering, poor and homeless, and can't get food to eat and can't even get, you know, a place to live, or but I mean, it's like people who are targeted. It's like we're punished for doing right, and it's like it's unfair that these perps fraudulently and illegally driving these big ass vehicles while I'm struggling to put food on the table, or struggling to have food, or struggling, when I was homeless on the streets, struggling for a meal to eat for the day. And it was a little bit better in Pensacola, but Cincinnati, about maybe twice the most I ever got in panhandling would be $5. But in Pensacola, on an average day, I'd be lucky if I get $5 or $10, and it's be hard to get 20. On a rare occasion, it would be very hard to get 20. But most people wouldn't want to give me anything. But if they have, and it's like in downtown Pensacola, they are racist against blacks, and they're a lot of Satanists in downtown Pensacola. I mean, when I first got to Pensacola, black people were telling me that the whites in Pensacola, that it was very racist because, it's being the South or whatever. But there's some doggone devil worshippers, and it's Masonic. And downtown Pensacola is run by sodomites. So, but I love the beach, but not always, because some days the water wasn't the way I would have wanted it. If the water wasn't clear, or if they had too much seaweed that day, or if they had rip currents that day, or jellyfish, I didn't like that. But I really loved it when they would have a good day. But those badass military kids used to try to pretend to act like they delusionally believe that they dominate and own the beach, and set up shop right by me and create a noise campaign and smoke cigarettes around right by me. And I couldn't even get, I couldn't even get any peace or quiet. Out of all the spots, they had a whole bunch of miles of the beach that way. But you choose to come right by me and just destroy and disrupt my peace and happiness. Undeserved for nothing. Like, you come smoke cigarettes and blast loud music right near me when I'm trying to sleep, and I've been sleep deprived for days. So I thought about, I don't know, I was trying to get some rest, after being homeless for so long, and, being on the streets. I was trying to get as much rest as possible with this, me being here not even a month. But, if I can stay here longer, if the perp network wouldn't have me back on the streets or anything like that, like they've been threatening. I mean, I hate that Starbricker and the other perps, they found out the exact name of the company of the cabins that I stay in and everything. Like, that's illegal. And as I said, that tiwatch.org website, they brag about their gang stalking crimes that they do to us. They brag and gossip about their gang stalking crimes that they do to us targets. And Starbricker and the fake Darnell Williams perp and a lot of the other perps, they got multiple personalities. They're sex traffickers with abusive, narcissistic, retarded, fake sex traffickers with multiple personalities. And you're not gonna gaslight me to think to not think that you're a sex trafficker, because that's what you are, and that is the truth. You, Stephon Adams, and anybody else stalking people and trying to ruin lives. Y'all, I'm still alive, but y'all got blood on y'all hands, cause y'all trying to kill me, online and in person. Fake TI perps, you got the same blood on your hands as the regular perps. Sold out. So, I want to be able to get back into like taking like hour-long walks. I don't have to walk for 3 hours, but if I can walk for an hour, like I used to do it in 2017, but after what happened earlier today, make me not even want to go outside. And then only one person, I got like over 80 views, probably over 90 views, but only one person loved me enough to give me a thumbs up on that video. And thank you to whoever you are. Only one person cared to give me a thumbs up on that video. And 90-something people, I'm pretty sure I got over 15 thumbs down. And like the fake perps are so desperate with their fake sock puppet accounts that they want to call. The fake perps will have like 7 or 8 accounts from one person, fraudulently and illegally giving me thumbs down. So the fake Darnell Williams perp had like 7 different accounts and fraudulently and illegally gave me like 7 whole thumbs up on like 3 different videos, 7 thumbs up each. Then after like an hour or so, he went back and deleted and switched the thumbs up from a thumbs up to a thumbs down to remind me that he thinks I didn't deserve it, and to let me know that he's stalking and watching. He delusionally believes he's my handler, and he delusionally believes he's my owner, but I don't even know you. You can't be my handler. So they're sick in the head, and they call us crazy. And the fake Darnell Williams perp came and harassed me a couple of more times. And then the fake Aquarium Doris perp came with another fake account and said something smart ass. I don't remember what that perp said, but then threw up the devil horns, hand sign. So yeah, the fake Darnell Williams perp, I had to block the fake new accounts like 2 or 3 times. And they want to try to control or restrict my subscriber count as well. So I got so many perp enemy haters, that subscribe to my channel, and very few supporters. Very few. And the supporters, they come like, maybe like once or twice a month. or they might have a couple of them that might come like maybe a couple of times, like 2 or 3 times a week. But and I might have like a couple of them that may come like a couple of times a week, but the perps, they be on my ass with every doggone. I can upload 65 videos in one day, and they got the time to watch all 65 and remember every little minute detail of every video of everything that I talk about. Like, they got photographic memory. So, but it's almost midnight. So like, I think tomorrow night it's supposed to be cold enough that it's supposed to be so cold tomorrow night that I might have to turn the heater on. It's almost May, but I might have to turn the heater on because it's supposed to be like cold tomorrow night. I was cold last night. Almost cold enough to have to feel the need to turn the heater on. So, I don't remember what was the last short story that I wrote, but, you know, I have, you know, I wish I could compile. I could if I want to, but I don't remember what was the last short story I left off at. But to copy and paste some short stories all the way from August 2021, and I don't remember the last short story I left off at, to put it in an ebook and publish it, you know, if people wanted to. But the online perps will make false bad reviews on that too, to try to teach me a lesson to never publish an ebook again. And they're just childish, you know, bullies. They don't have the authority to do this to me. But, you know, they're fake bad reviews. And then 5 perps found this helpful. When they're the ones they're mad at the truth, and they're the ones who are spewing out wrong information. So that's how it is that people get popular and high fives for lies. But people get thumbs down, massive thumbs down for the truth, and nobody like you because you're spreading the truth. And I know they have some fake asses that, you know, with the altercation with the 2 perps, you know, that were following me around, harassing me earlier, that I got into it with. I know y'all gave me thumbs down because you thought that the topic was negative and not full of... Y'all fake. Get off my damn YouTube channel, fake bitches. You want to make it like you giving me a thumbs down because the topic is negative. Or if I say, well, like if I ask for help with a hotel room, y'all give me massive thumbs down. But then when I say, well, oh, great, I got help with the hotel room out of the weather. Oh, all of a sudden I got 20 thumbs up now. Y'all shun me for trying to get the help, and then you praise me once I got it. That, I don't understand that either. But y'all some fake ass weirdos. But the few small amount of loyal ones that have been riding with me, you know, since the beginning, I really appreciate y'all. And y'all know who y'all are. The ones who don't let the perps get in their head. But they got some of them that are easily swayed they're easily swayed by the fake TI perps and the regular perps. But I heard that they'd be quick to unfollow you because of, lies from fake TI perps and regular perps. I heard that they were never rocking with you in the first place. And I don't even use that phrase, rocking with you, or rock with you, or hang with you, or be cool with you, or whatever, But, But my first target, the main target about the Psych World, if Starbricker wouldn't have ruined that channel probably could have had over 1,000 subscribers and been monetized long time ago. And I probably could have been drawing YouTube revenue or income. Probably because the fake ass waterfront mission in Pensacola, they used to lie to me about my mail. So I'm relieved to no longer be in Pensacola, struggling with the mail situation. So I just gave up on trying to get mail. That they gave me a hard time each and every time. So now I have a P.O. box and I can just go to the P.O. box and open the box and grab my mail and then leave. But then I gotta be perped on the way to and from. So but people want to be self-righteous about rules and laws that, you're not supposed to be filming. But, if you didn't gang stalk me, I wouldn't have to film. How about you're not supposed to be gang stalking, committing a federal felony crime? And you want to talk about who's breaking the law, who's doing something illegal. I get treated like I'm committing a felony crime for exposing the perps. So that's how it is that the perps, they loyal to the cult. They are fake loyal to the cult. That they would defend other perp cult members. So they would reverse everything and make it like you would harass those two poor, innocent little girls that were driving. No, when you drive near me with one headlight, you started with the harassment. You drive near me with your arm hanging out the window, you started with the harassment. And the Spanish girl with the white Dodge Ram, y'all saw she nearly tried to run over me, trying to race me to the laundromat just to block the space over there. And then, she came out and got some clothes out of the washer after like a whole 30 minutes or an hour or so. And she left the child in the car by himself for a brief moment while she got her clothes out. But they was block everything. And just doing just weird stuff. Like very weird. So they had these fake nice perps that washed their clothes in the washer where I wanted to wash my clothes. Because I don't like those old-fashioned washers. I like to put my stuff in the I forgot what you call it, but I like the ones where you just put your clothes, not the cheap white washers, but like the silver washers that be like different sizes. And I think my clothes wash better with those. Because with the old-fashioned ones, I have to keep pressing the clothes down, to make sure they all get, But, so then they went to dry their clothes right next to not right next to where I was drying my clothes. But I don't know if they were real nice or fake nice, because then, they struck up a conversation and was trying to be friendly. The female even gave me her phone number and invited me to come by her house. And she said she recently had a stroke. And so she told me she didn't have a car, but they lied, because right after I dealt with the female perp with the white Dodge Ram, that couple, they offered me a ride. I'm like, no thank you. Even though I kind of struggled with taking my maybe if I would have accepted their ride home, that incident wouldn't have happened. But they had a red truck, and I wasn't sure if it was dirty. And I just wanted to come home and relax and lay down. I didn't want to have like an OCD moment where I would have to, take a shower right away because I rode in their truck, and if the truck might be dirty or whatever. But I just needed to rest a bit. And so I rested a bit, and later on I took my shower. So it's midnight right now on Saturday, April 29th, 2023. I said 15 minutes ago I was supposed to get off here. So I mean, the perps they succeed at sabotaging me and getting me taken down. They sabotage all my ebooks. They're sabotaging all my YouTube channels, all my social media. And they sabotage any job that I get, any relationship or friendship, any place to live, hotels to stay in, restaurants, or wherever. So it's like they even fraudulently and illegally, before I revealed anything, they already got it down pat to the exact company of the cabins that I'm renting from, the exact city, the exact everything. And they don't have the authority or the right to do this. This ought to be a crime. And, I wish I knew that their addresses and turned them in, and if I can get them prosecuted. But they are cowards, that they want to hide their identity. And the fake Donnell Williams perp, you keep picking on me and bullying me, you're definitely never going to get my soul. I'm not going to be nice and accept friendship from you, and you making fake accounts talking about some greedy Grand Prix and slandering and lying on me. And, think it's funny to turn all my YouTube and make up lies and successfully turn away all my TikTok and YouTube followers, subscribers, or whatever. I mean, he manipulated and turned, and so now I hardly get any, like, all of my notifications, like my TikTok followers are starting to like grow really fast now, but for the past few days, but I always get that notification that a person liked a video that I reposted, while my videos will get like only 3 views. Or if I get 242 views, I'll be lucky if one person presses the favorite or the like button. make me feel discouraged. Like I'm on TikTok for nothing. Like nobody's really, and if I do get massive views, I get massive insults and harassment and abuse. And it's like the people on TikTok are far more brutal than the cruel people being cruel on YouTube. So I'm gonna go for now. I hope tomorrow to be like physically and psychologically, mentally and emotionally well enough to work on some more short stories, trim my nails, and cook, and also mop the floor. So I'll see y'all later on.